Morning class. I'm at my house, hanging out, sitting on my bed. Today we're going to do multi-digit subtraction, and this is video 2, so you should have already watched video 1 at this point. You're going to do the side that says with video, with me on the video, and then we'll switch. And on the opposite side of the page, it says on your own. And these 3 problems you will do by yourself. Remember, you are expected to estimate first, then use a place value chart, then standard algorithm, and then check your answer. Alright, let's begin. This is again video 2, and we are on the with video side. Just a refresher, our top number is called the minuend. The bottom number is called the subtrahend, because sub means below. That's what we're taking away. And we're looking for the difference. Our first problem is 935 minus 770. And this line is again the equal sign. Per the directions, we are first going to estimate our answer to the subtraction problem. So about how much will our answer be? 935 is about 950, so I'm going to write about 950. There's my about sign. And 770 is about 800. So it's about 800. So if we subtract those, we're going to get 5 minus 0 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. Our answer should be about 150. Our second step, now that we've found the estimate, is to solve the subtraction problem using a place value chart. So it's your turn to write 935, the number we're starting with, in our place value chart. Pause the video to do this. I have 9 hundreds, 3 tens, and 5 ones. I've written it down here, and I'm going to write my subtraction problem. Minus 770, and we're going to find out how much that equals. So when we begin subtracting, we always start in the ones. I have 5 ones. Can I take away 0? Of course, I'm still going to have 5. Then I go to the tens. Can I take away 7? I only have 3. So no, I cannot take away 7. I must regroup. So I go over to my hundreds, circle my 100, and I say, okay, I know if I move it over, I'm going to get 10 tens. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. What that looks like is we say, okay, I took 1 away from the hundreds. Now I only have 8 hundreds. I regrouped 10 tens from that 100. And now I have my 10 in red plus my 3 original in purple. So I actually have 13. Now I have 13 minus 7. Can I do that? Of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have 5, 6 remaining. So 13 minus 7 is 6. Lastly, we go to our hundreds. I have 5, 6, 7, 8 hundreds left because we took away 100 to regroup it here. And then now I'm going to take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have 1 left. So it appears that 935 minus 770 is 165. Let's do it in standard algorithm now. Solve in standard algorithm and see if we come up with the same answer. 165 is close to 150, so it is probably correct. Let's check. In our ones place, where we begin, 5 minus 0 is 5. Then move over to the tens. 3 tens minus 7 tens. Well, I can't take away 7 tens if I only have 3, so I must come to my hundreds and regroup. I use one of those hundreds, So now I only have 800s. Then I regroup 10 more. 10 plus 3 is 13. But remember to look really closely. I still have my place value columns here that I'm writing in. So I make sure that I stack them right on top of each other so that I can see this. So now I have 13 minus 7. I'm going to start at 7 and count up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 6. 13 minus 7 is 6. Then we go to our hundreds. 8 minus 7 is 1. 165 is about 150. So this is true. Now we're going to check our answers. So my answer that I got was 165. I'm going to add the number I subtracted right here, 770. I'm adding it to see if we get our original number that we started with. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 7, I know 6 plus 6 is 12, plus the one more from the 7 is 13, plus 7, 8, 9. So I have 935, which is what I started with, so my answer is correct. Now we're moving on to the next problem. Our second problem, read it with me, 9,101 minus 6,189. Now when I look at this, I see immediately, 101, the 1 is less than 9, the 0 is less than 8. So I know I'm going to have to do some regrouping here for sure. I'm going to estimate to begin. About how much will our answer be? 9,101 is almost exactly 9,100. So 9,100 is about 9,101. We're taking away, 6,189. If we round to the nearest hundred, it's about 6,200. And we are putting our equal sign. Those are about the same. So my estimate needs to be about equal to my answer. If I subtract these, I have 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 100 minus 200 I can't do, so I'm going to have to come over here and regroup. So I'm going to regroup into 8,000s plus 1000s. 10 plus 1 is 1100s. 1100s minus 2, I'm going to count up from 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 9. Then my hundreds, now I have 8 minus 6, which is 2. So my answer should be around 2,900. I want you to notice our estimate, we had to do a little bit of regrouping and subtraction. Okay, so we're getting into some larger numbers now. We're going to keep getting into larger numbers this week and next week. So you might need to think, all right, when I'm estimating, I can round to the nearest 1,000 or nearest 100. Miss Duxhorn rounded to the nearest 100 because rounding to the nearest 1,000 wasn't going to give her as an exact of an answer. But I want to show you that really quickly. If I just rounded to the nearest 1,000, it would be 9,000 minus 6,000, which is 3,000. So when we find our answer, we'll see which is closer, if we round to the nearest 1,000 or round to the nearest 100. Okay, now it's your turn. We're now doing number 2, but subtracting on a place value chart. So you're taking the number we're beginning with, 9,101, and you're writing it into the place value chart. Pause the video if you need to. So when we write this number in the place value chart, we can tell, oh yeah, we're definitely going to have to regroup in the hundreds, tens, and ones, probably because there's not much here. Thankfully, we have many thousands, so we'll be able to definitely regroup from there if we need to. Let's begin in the ones. 1 minus 9, well, I definitely cannot take away 9 from here. So then I look at the tens. Can I regroup from the tens? No, there's nothing here, so I can't regroup from the tens. I have to come to the hundreds. Can I regroup in the hundreds? Yes, I can. 100 can be regrouped into 10 tens. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. It can be regrouped. So now I've used that 100 and regrouped it into 10 tens. So I no longer have any hundreds. I have 0 hundreds now. But now I have regrouped it into 10 tens. However, I still need to come and subtract 9 ones. So we know that we're going to have to regroup a 10 into 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my 10 that I regrouped is now, there are only 9 tens because I have regrouped 10 into the ones place. But I don't just have 10 in the ones place. I have 10 plus my 1 original. So I actually have 11 in the ones place. So now I have 11 minus 9. Yes, now I can definitely take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm left with 2 ones. Now I'm going to the tens place. I have 9 ones currently. I can take away 8 ones. 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. And I am left with 1 10. Now, we're in the hundreds. I have 0 hundreds currently, but I need to take away 100. So I'm going to have to go over to the thousands and use one of my thousands and regroup it into 10 hundreds. When I'm counting, I should get to 1,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So I need to go and take in one of my 9s. Now I only have 8,000s left because I have regrouped 10,000s into my hundreds place. Now I can take away 1,000. Now I'm left with 9,000s. And in the thousands place, I'm going to take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thousands, and we're left with 2,000. 2,912 is really close to 2,900. It's not quite as close to 3,000. It's 88 away from 3,000, but it's only 12 away from 2,900, which is why Miss Tuxhorn usually rounds to the hundreds when it's a number in the thousands. Now we're going to do part 3, standard algorithm. We start in the ones place. 1 minus 9, I can't do it. So I come over and I say, can I borrow from the tens place? No, I can't because there was nothing in purple in the tens place. So I go to the hundreds. Can I borrow from the hundreds? Yes, I can. I take my 100 and now I have no hundreds left. and I regroup it into 10 tens. Now I have 10 tens, but I still need to be in my ones place because we can't start subtracting in the tens place. I must subtract in the ones place. So I have to say, okay, I know that I have to take one of my tens, so now I have 9, and I'm regrouping 10 tens in the 10 ones into the ones place. 10 plus 1 is 11. So currently I have 11 ones. Now I can take away 9. I'm going to count up 9, 10, 11. That is 2. 11 minus 9 is 2. Then I have 9 minus 8. That's easy. 1. Then I come to my hundreds place. I have 0 minus 1. I can't do that. So I have to go to my thousands place and take away one of my thousands. Now I have 8 thousands, and I'm regrouping in the hundreds. 10 hundreds minus 100. 10 minus 1 is 9 hundredths. Then we go over to our thousands place. 8 thousands minus 6 thousands is 2 thousands. So we can see here that 2,912 is really close to 2,900, only 12 away. If we round it to the nearest thousand, it's not going to be as close. Let's check our answer. So we start with the number that we got as our answer, 2,912, and we are going to add the number we subtracted. So we're adding the number that we subtracted, 6,189. And we want to see it should equal the number that we started with. So it should equal 9,101. Let's add together. 2 plus 9, 9, 10, 11. Then we have 8. I'm starting with the biggest number and adding my tens place. 8, 9, 10. I have a 0, and we're regrouping into our hundreds place. Then we have 9, 10, 11. Then I start with my biggest number, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is the number that we started with in our problem, so our answer is correct. Super! Now I know there are a few of you who probably feel pretty confident about regrouping. So if that's you, you're going to try this problem on your own, then come back and finish watching the video to see if you did it all correctly. Estimating, place value chart, standard algorithm, and checking your answer. So if that's you, you're pausing the video and you're trying to solve it on your own. If you're still not feeling quite confident, go ahead and keep watching this as I explain this last try before you try the ones on the back on your own. All right, we have 4,085 minus 3,946. 4,085 is about, well, I like to round to the nearest hundred when it's in the thousands, so it's about 4,100. 4,100. The number that we're subtracting, the subtrahend, is 3,946. If we round that to the nearest hundred, 46 is closer to 946 is closer to 900. So we're going to have 3,900. If we subtract this, 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0. I want to show you a quick, easy trick. If you're looking at this, 41 and 39 are pretty close together. I bet if you saw the problem 41 minus 39, that you could answer that immediately. 39, 40, 41. That's only 2. So we can do the same thing here. 41 minus 39 is actually 2. So our answer should be about 200. Let's see if that's true. We're working in the place value chart. You're pausing the video and writing this number in the place value chart. Go. All right, we have 4,000 0 hundreds, 8 tens, and 5 ones. We're subtracting 3,000 9 hundreds, 4 tens, and 6 ones. We start in the ones place. I have 5 ones, but I need to subtract 6. So I say, uh-oh, can't do that. Let's go over to the tens. Take a 10. Let's regroup it. 110 is the same as how many ones? It's the same as 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ones. There they are. We're crossing out the 10 we regrouped because now that 10 is regrouped into 10 smaller ones. So now we only have 7 tens, and there are now 15 ones because I regrouped 10. 15 minus 6 is, let's cross them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. 15 minus 6 is 9. Now in the tens place, I have 5, 6, 7, and we're taking away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I have 1, 2, 3 left. So 7 minus 4 is 3. Now, look in the hundreds. I have 0 hundreds, but I need to take away 9. So we know we got to regroup. We take out one of our thousands and we regroup it into how many hundreds? 10 hundreds, because 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. There is 1,000 in the hundreds place now because we just regrouped 1,000. Now we have 3,000s. We've regrouped it, so there are now 10 more hundreds. 10 minus 9, I can take away 9 by crossing them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm only left with 1. And then if we go to our thousands, we have 3,000s and we're taking away 3. So we say 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we have no more thousands. So our answer is 139. I'm looking at my estimate was 200. I don't really think 200's that close to 139. But then I was thinking to myself, like, well, 946 is honestly closer to 950. So I would say 3,950. But that means that I'm really rounding to the nearest 10. So if I round this number to the nearest 10, it's actually 4,090. So if I were to subtract those, I would actually get, and then I'm going to take 40 minus 39 is 140. So yes, 140 is a lot closer to 139. Now it's time for me to do standard algorithm. So we start in the ones place. 5 minus 6, can't do it. I have to regroup. 8 is now going to become 7, so I can regroup 10 more. Uh-oh, I ran out of room because I wrote my other equation there. Bad choice. So we have 15. 15 minus 6. is 9. I can say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 9. Then I go to my tens place. I'm going to draw my line so that we can see here because there's a lot going on this page. In the tens place, I have 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. Then I go to my tens place, or my hundreds place. 0 minus 9. I could regroup, or I could say, well, 40 minus 39, because I'm in my largest columns, is really 1. So we could do it the quick way, or we could regroup and say, all right, I'm going to take 1,000 and regroup it into 10 hundreds. 10 minus 9 is 1. 3 minus 3 is nothing. So I still have 139, which is very close if I round to the tens to 140. And it's kind of close to 200. All right, now it's time to check our problem. I'm taking my answer. I'm writing it up here, 139. And I actually am going to erase that really quick and give myself more space because I know I have a number in the thousands. So I'm going to have 139. And then I'm adding 3,946 to it. And when we add them, we hope to get our answer that we started with. 9 plus 6 is 15. Then I start. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 is 8. 9 plus 1 is 10. I've got to regroup my 1 into the thousands place. And 3 plus 1 is 4. And that is the number that I started with. Good job. If you did this one and then just checked it with me, I'm very proud of you for taking this step forward. And if you made a mistake, I hope you corrected it. And if you didn't make a mistake, super. Either way, we're going to flip over to the back side of this and work on the on your own side. So you're doing this side on your own. Please make sure your name and the date are written on both sides of the paper. Thank you for watching video 2. I really enjoyed making them for you, and I hope they help you so much. Miss Tuxhorn is signing off.